Hey, Stasi Musket here, the community manager over here at the Super Affiliate Network. And today I'm super excited to have Larry Hochman on the call with us. Larry, how are you?
I'm fantastic, Starzy. How about yourself?
I am wonderful, thank you. Now, I would really, first up, love to congratulate you on the success that you're having with us here at the Super Affiliate Network.
I'm thrilled to be here, and some of you guys know I've been a veteran of this industry in both network marketing and affiliate marketing, and I absolutely am in love with the quality and the energy and the content of what's going on here. It's amazing.
Awesome. Well, you've now had two $1,000 days with us,
Hmm.
which is great.
Yes. Mhm.
And
Yeah.
and look, we'd love for you to share with us a little bit about your story and a bit about your journey and how you come to be in this online space. I know you are a veteran, so how did that all happen?
Well, it's I guess I want to say it's fairly common. You got to go back to the previous century if you want to go all the way
Uh,
back.
let's
Where,
rewind it back. Let's rewind it back.
but rewind it, take it back.
Yeah.
We were looking for something to supplement where we were. We were in debt. We were not healthy,
Yeah.
and we got to look at a network marketing company. And at that time, we did not even have the $72 it took to get the business license and what was called a business in a box.
Wow.
My father wrote a check to our sponsor. It was actually my cousin Dave. And from there, we picked up and we learned stuff and really got the vibe and the energy of the industry, and it was a game changer because I grew up as the son of two employees, and I've been in education for most of the past 28 years, and so I appreciate growth
Yeah.
on a big, and in a way I had to learn a new language because the language, and I'm sure most people can relate to this, the language of being an employee is completely different from the language of being a merchant or an entrepreneur.
Mm.
So what I love about the entire industry is in a lot of ways it's more education than education is. If you can understand that, because education teaches you to be a cog in the machine. Um, this industry, particularly the super affiliate network, teaches you how to be an entrepreneur, teaches you how to think for yourself. It teaches you the mechanics and the thought process of wealth. And I don't know anywhere where that's done better
Yeah.
than this particular place.
Awesome. Yeah. It's so true. It's so true. And when you were getting started, so many years ago, when you didn't have that $72 to get started, did you really understand what it would take to succeed and what you would have to do?
No, and in all honesty, and I've said this to lots of people in lots of places, and I'm happy to repeat it here. I was an arrogant, you know what, at that time because I knew I'm happy to admit that now. I thought I knew a lot more than I did. I looked at people who were having success in the industry, and we had some early success, but not at the levels I thought um, were going to happen. And I looked at people who didn't have the fancy degrees that I had, and who didn't have the whatevers.
Mm,
And what do they have and I don't? And it was at that moment where one of my earlier mentors, who was about an $800,000 a year earner, where
wow.
he said, you know what you got to do? You got to study,
Mm,
not from books, but from some of the people who have what you want. And it
yeah.
was less about Starzy, and it was more about how you think and how you feel and how you appreciate and how you regard yourself and other people. And it's
Mm,
funny with a degree in counseling and with a degree in educational administration, I thought I knew a lot more than I did, and it turns out that it was a great exercise
mm,
in of humiliation, in the good kind, not humiliation, humility,
yeah.
to back and learn from people who have what you want instead of to get it from theory and all these other things which sound great, but
Mm,
um, it's been a journey that I wouldn't trade for anything.
Yeah. And look, it's so true. I know that the people that I speak to constantly on a weekly basis, the ones that are having the great success have really found a mentor and found somebody that is having that success that they want, and just learning, just basically being an open book and following in that same path, doing things in their own way, but also just success leaves clues, so they're just really following exactly what that person is doing to get those results as well.
Sure. And it's funny. I'll tell a real quick story. At the very beginning stages of our when we've joined up in a network marketing company, there was a leader at that stage who was a 19-year-old kid and who was a special education student while he was in high school. I got to know him well. One of the people he mentored was the superintendent of schools in another district. So this is a guy with a PhD, and he was taking his direction from someone who would have been one of his neediest kids. And that always stuck with me to this day,
Mm.
that it has nothing to do with what your status is or what your even your earning, because you can do that in any bunch of different ways. When you figure out how to influence people and reach people from a point of attraction and from a point of authenticity, and then you throw in the techniques and the concrete nuts and bolts stuff that's here at this spot at the Super Affiliate Network. It's a combination that really I've been calling out for years, and I'm thrilled that it's here right now.
That's awesome. And I know that you have actually upgraded to the Maui Intensive program. So tell us a little bit about that, and what kind of, because you did it relatively quickly, what gave you that kind of spark to go, yep, I'm all in. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go Maui.
Well, it was a couple of different things. The person who brought me in was clear and directive, and it was someone who I trusted
Yeah.
because we have a personal relationship to start with. So she said, this is where you need to be. So I had trust in that person,
Mm.
um, and I had trust that that person was looking out for my best interest.
Yeah.
But the way it was presented, it made perfect sense. Um, I had decided that, and when I decide that I'm going to do something, um, there's no halfway. I'm at the stage of life where I understand when you want to get to where you want to go, you make a commitment to it, and anything less than a full commitment is going to give you, the old thing I said: if you treat your business as a business, you're going to get a business income. If you
Mm.
treat your business as a hobby, you're going to get a hobby income. And the truth is, most hobbies cost money rather than money.
Make you money.
So
Yeah.
I knew. So the way it was laid out inside the system made perfect sense to me, and I had confidence in the person who brought me in, and then I got to know, I got to know Misha because he introduced himself. I got to know you. I got to know Dan. I got to know my coach, and it made perfect sense. But in truth, Starsy, I came into Super Affiliate Network with the mindset that I was going to avail myself of the tools that were there. I never looked at it as cost. I looked at it as investment, and
Investment.
I
Yeah.
confidence in return on investment, and I still do.
Awesome. And that's why you're getting results, clear and simple. So yeah, that's great. And look, I would actually love to change it up slightly and ask you a little bit about what kind of strategies you're doing to get the results. Because obviously you've had a lot of experience. Are you taking on some new strategies to get these results, or what are you doing? What are your tactics?
Well, my favorite thing about this, and in all honesty, I'm pretty strong as a warm marketer. I know, I've got some deep relationships with people I've met online and offline as well, and I the picture, and I can speak to what's going on here with confidence and sincerity because I do believe in it.
Yeah.
So I'm speaking with people I know, and I'm not shy about introducing a good thing to them. At the same time, I always work in their best interest. So if I figure that somebody's not in the right time in their life to go forward with the Super Affiliate Network, I'm going to give them breathing room, and I'm not going to jump down. I'm not going to do anything that I wouldn't want done to me.
Yep, that's not going to be
But,
in their best interest. Yep, that's all.
yeah, but you would never do that. It's the golden rule really applies here. That said, what I'm doing, which is making the big difference, is I'm implementing the strategies that I'm learning here. I've never been, and again, for full disclosure, I've never been particularly good with cold market. You know, I have a list that I maintain, and people who join my list, you know, that I've had people who've been with me on my list for 15 years now.
Wow.
But in terms of cold market traffic, I've never been the greatest at strategizing and adding that. This is just straight truth. I come from a traction marketing background, which, you know, cold traffic isn't usually something that we look at.
Yep. It's
What
all
I'm
about
learning
warm market.
in
Yep.
terms of, sure, what I'm learning now in terms of adding people, in terms of professional advertising, the skills, I'm doing a lot of that, and I'm getting, again, return on investment from what I'm making money from the strategies that I'm using, and it's got me charged up because I have confidence that I can scale this. The education has been fantastic.
Yeah, that's great. And I think it's I know for myself as well, coming from a network marketing background, when you start to use the traffic that, you know, San recommends, particularly in the solo ads, you start to see, oh wow, this is amazing. It actually works with people that I don't know. I can present them an offer, and it's obviously putting an offer in front of the right type of person. And you can make sales, and it doesn't have to be about chasing your friends and family. So it's there's a lot of network marketers that are just, you know, celebrating because it's a whole new way of doing things, and, you know, you don't run out of people to talk to. It's not like, you know, old school networking.
Well, I'm kind of known for going off on tangents, but one of my best friends is a surgeon, and he's a smart guy. And he told me one day, he said, I could be a surgeon too, and I can't imagine doing that. But you know, it's like when you start something and you figure out how to do it, the hardest thing becomes simple. And the reason I'm saying that is because when you start looking at your traffic seems like such a complicated thing, and all the things that are involved in building a list through traffic, and the same as anything else. Once you figure out how to do it, what seems so hard, it's really not that complicated, and
Exactly.
that's what it's broken down, and it's so sequential. And if you decide to learn, it really is easy to follow.
It's so true. It's so true. It's really laid out step by step in the boot camp, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Awesome. Well, look, what I like to do, particularly with the members that are really crushing it and getting results, is I would love you to give some tips to our members to really help them to get results fast and to help them with their belief. Because usually the only reason that people wouldn't upgrade to Pro or Maui is because they really don't think it's going to work for them. So if you could give the members that, you know, are new and that have just gotten started 3 tips to help them get results fast, that would be wonderful.
3 tips. Okay.
Yeah. Have you got 3 tips
Well, you
under
know
your
what?
belt?
Yeah.
I think you've said
Well,
one. I think
I've
you've
got
said
some
one already.
standards.
I think you've said one already with the mindset, you know, really getting your mindset right.
Well, I'm going to start with a simple one. Take the word belief and throw it out the window. You don't, and I joke at the same time I'm serious that when you believe in something, it gives you an excuse to dump it when things get hard. Take out the word belief and use the word know. You got to know, and there are ways to do this. Know that you're smart enough, that you're capable enough, and that you're good enough
Yeah.
to succeed. And you know, and look for things. And then this leads into tip number 2. Don't try and bite off the entire thing at one shot. Take one little thing that's going to give you some success right at the very beginning. Take something that's, yeah, I would even say in your comfort zone.
Mm.
Do feel good about the fact that you honored your word. You said you were going to do something and you did it, and make it something where you have a little bit of success, and then decide
Yeah.
that you're going to add a little bit more,
Mm.
and start changing yourself from someone who says, I can't, I've always screwed up, to look, I've done something now, and I'm going to build on that thing.
Yeah.
And then third tip is just look at who is in your environment. Look who you're associating with
Yeah, that's a big one.
and stick with, please, please, please stick with the people who are moving in the direction that you are. And one of the best places I know to do that is right in the super affiliate network community, right in the Facebook group. If you're pro level, stick around pro level. If you're in Maui intensive level, get there. But anywhere where you've got a group of people who have that energy and are moving in the direction that you're going in, it keeps you focused, it keeps you excited, and you see some of those successes and it makes you hungry for more.
Yeah. Yeah. It's so true. And that group, the super affiliate group, the insider group, is just full of so many amazing people, and everybody has each other's back. Everybody, encourages each other. So it's definitely a great place to really spend some time in.
Yes, absolutely. I couldn't agree more. And there's some real, and what's nice is there are people who I've known outside the super affiliate network community, and I walk in there and I see some of these same great people, and it's almost like a family reunion.
That's great.
Have that same experience.
That's great. And look, we're going to be having a reunion in April. You are coming to the live event in Arizona.
Yes, I am.
We will be so excited to see you, Larry.
I'm excited, and I've seen lots of people who are going to be there, and I'm meeting some of my best friends who I haven't quite met yet. Starzy and Dan, and Misha and Jesse and a whole bunch of others. It's going to be great.
That's awesome. Well, we cannot wait to meet you in person. And look, I've just loved chatting with you today, Larry. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me, Starzy.
No, my pleasure. Now, if you're a super affiliate member, please share this video with whoever you think might get value out of it. And also don't forget to attend the next Inner Circle call and Cry for Freedom calls that are on a daily basis. And if you're not a super affiliate member and you're watching this video and you would like to know more and leverage the exact same business system that Larry has to give him $1,000 days, then please click the Learn More link below this video. It'll take you over to a page where you can register for a presentation where everything will be broken down for you. Larry, thanks again. You're a legend.
Thank you so much for having me, Starzy. It's been great.
Pleasure. Have a great day, and we'll see you in April.
Sounds great. Take care.
Okay, bye.
Folks, please don't think or expect that these income results are typical. Practicality dictates that everyone's results will vary, and the earnings of a super affiliate network partner will be 100% dependent on their skill set, work effort, leadership, market conditions, and commitment to the process. This illustration, along with all other testimonials and case studies, are for educational purposes only and not intended to serve as a guarantee of income. Instead, they're designed to give you an idea of what's possible. Success in this business requires hard work, dedication, and constant skill set development. Since we want to go above and beyond to help you make an informed decision, we've gone above and beyond with our income disclosure document.